Kristen Stewart has once again proven that she is not just an actress, but a force of style, individuality, and fearless expression, stepping into the spotlight in stockings, pantyhose, sleek tights, a daring short mini dress, and heels that created a fashion storm across the globe. An ensemble that has fans and fashion critics unable to look away, unable to stop talking, unable to stop sharing. Because Kristen doesn't just wear clothes, she transforms them into living symbols of her own narrative, blending rebellion with glamour, power with seduction, grace with edge. A combination that only she can master. A look that immediately took over headlines, set social media on fire, and reminded the world why Kristen Stewart is not just a Hollywood star but a global style icon. One who is constantly redefining what beauty and fashion mean in the modern era. From her early days as the shy yet enigmatic Bella Swan in Twilight to her bold transformation into a risk-taking, critically acclaimed actress known for projects like Spencer and Personal Shopper, Kristen has walked a journey unlike anyone else. A journey marked by fearless choices both on screen and off. And her latest look is not just a continuation of that journey, it is a statement. A declaration of confidence, maturity, and unapologetic individuality. Every detail of her outfit was meticulously chosen yet worn with effortless confidence. The stockings and pantyhose adding sleek sophistication. The tights offering a bold silhouette that hugged her figure in all the right ways. The short mini dress daring yet refined, framing her body in a way that exuded power and allure without ever crossing into predictability. And those heels towering, sharp, almost sculptural, serving not only as an accessory but as a weapon of style, lifting her presence and ensuring all eyes were on her from the moment she stepped into the room. Fans immediately flooded social media with comments of shock, admiration, and pure excitement, praising not just her beauty but the way she consistently manages to shock the world with looks that feel both revolutionary and timeless, the kind of looks that are studied, remembered, and imitated for years to come. And this moment is no exception, as fashion analysts are already calling it one of the standout celebrity style statements of the year. Kristen Stewart has always been unafraid to blur the lines between masculine and feminine, between conventional and experimental, and here she does it again with perfection, showing that stockings and tights aren't just old-fashioned staples, they are bold, empowering, seductive, and utterly modern when worn with her kind of attitude. The short mini dress, far from being a simple garment, becomes in her hands and on her body a piece of modern armor, a uniform of confidence that says she belongs in every room she enters, while the heels elongate not just her legs but her entire aura, giving her the presence of a queen who commands attention without asking for it. Critics have pointed out that Kristen's look represents the evolution of red carpet fashion, a move away from predictable gowns and safe choices towards something more daring, more authentic, more connected to the personality of the star wearing it. And in this case, Kristen is not just wearing an outfit, she is telling a story about herself, about her career, about her refusal to conform, about her constant reinvention. It is this authenticity that fans love most about her. She never dresses to please the masses. She dresses to express herself, and in doing so, she becomes an icon. Someone who influences fashion trends not by chasing them, but by creating them. As the photos circulated online, fans described her look with words like powerful, breathtaking, and otherworldly, with some even saying that this might be her most iconic appearance to date. A moment that will be remembered alongside the great style milestones of Hollywood history. Kristen Stewart has always been a master of contrast, the rebel who also embraces elegance, the risk-taker who also understands classic beauty. And in this appearance, she weaves all those contrasts together into one unforgettable vision. The sheer textures of the pantyhose catch the light in ways that highlight her toned legs. The stockings add a layer of vintage allure. The mini dress's cut creates a balance of playfulness and power, while the heels complete the ensemble like an exclamation point at the end of a sentence, bold and impossible to ignore. This look is not about blending into the Hollywood crowd, it is about standing out, about being unapologetically Kristen Stewart. A woman who has never allowed labels, criticism, or expectations to define her. And that's exactly why this appearance is making waves around the world. Fans know that every time Kristen steps out, she is about to deliver something unforgettable. And this time she has gone beyond unforgettable. She has created a fashion moment that will echo in celebrity-style conversations for years. A look that proves why she remains one of the most fascinating, captivating, and admired stars of her generation. What makes Kristen Stewart's latest appearance even more unforgettable is the way it has reignited conversations about her transformation from a rebellious young star into a timeless fashion force who knows exactly how to captivate audiences with a mix of daring edge and sophisticated glamour. Because the moment she walked out in those stockings, pantyhose, tights, that daring short mini dress, and those commanding heels, she didn't just wear an outfit, she embodied an entire mood, an entire attitude, an entire narrative that speaks to every fan who has followed her journey over the years. From her earliest red carpet appearances to this latest stopping look that has taken over headlines and social feeds alike, Kristen Stewart has always been praised for her fearless authenticity, for her refusal to conform to Hollywood's rigid expectations. And this moment is another shining example of that. Because while many celebrities rely on stylists to dictate trends, Kristen redefines them, bending fashion to her will and infusing it with her unique persona. Her piercing gaze, her untouchable coolness, and the magnetic aura that makes even the boldest ensembles feel like second skin. Fans all over the world are once again reminded why Kristen is not just a talented actress, but also a cultural icon. Someone who can shift conversations and set new standards simply by walking into a room. And in this case, by stepping out in an ensemble that perfectly balances sensuality and sophistication. The stockings and pantyhose glisten subtly under the lights, drawing attention to her legs while maintaining a polished allure. The tights added depth and texture that elevated the overall outfit. The mini dress revealed just enough to keep the look daring yet tasteful. And the heels sealed the image with elegance and dominance, making it impossible not to stare, impossible not to admire, impossible not to be completely captivated. Social media exploded with commentary, fans declaring that Kristen had broken the internet yet again, while fashion bloggers and critics rushed to analyze every detail of the look, calling it one of her best and most daring appearances to date. Because Kristen Stewart has that rare ability to make something as simple as tights and a mini dress feel revolutionary, iconic, unforgettable. She is not just walking in heels, she is walking in power. And that power is what sets her apart from every other star trying to capture the world's attention. Because when Kristen does it, it doesn't feel forced. It feels natural. It feels inevitable. It feels like watching someone step fully into who they are meant to be. And that is why this moment is more than just a fashion highlight. It is a statement of identity, of evolution, of undeniable star power that has left fans across the globe absolutely breathless, eagerly awaiting her next move, her next look, her next unforgettable chapter in a career and a legacy that only continues to grow with every daring step she takes.